MasenCast!
Hello everyone, it's Sakke here again, on my own, and today we are doing a sort of a really personal thing, not really any sort of theory. It's just an opinion, it's my most emotional moments in DBZ. So in DBZ, probably the first most emotional moment is when Goku actually dies, even though we know that he will be brought back with the Dragon Balls. I just felt, something, click inside me, and I just felt like, when you get sad, you feel it like in your eyes, sort of, that you start building up tears. That's what happened when I actually saw, the special beam cannon going through Goku's body while he's, holding Raditz. And it's, yeah, as I'm sort of really emotional person. Um, I can appear like really easily and reacting, especially crying, but it's not like I'm like sort of like a girl that watches a Disney movie and then cries. Basically, that's how I could explain it. And the second time is probably the most obvious one. It's like the moment when Vegeta dies on Namek, and there are emotional moments in between, but I think that is the next one that actually hits me. Of course, Gohan and Krillin getting absolutely blasted by Recoome and the guys, but like Vegeta actually dying is like a different thing, because we saw that Goku was on the way to help Gohan and stuff, but Vegeta dying was the one that hit me as well, because that's the moment when Vegeta actually admits, probably for the first time for all the viewers of DBZ, that he accepts Goku has somehow, as a low-class Saiyan, surpassed Vegeta, and he wants Goku to beat the hell out of Frieza, and he's right to wish for that. And the next one happens pretty much a few episodes after it. It's Krillin dying, killed by Frieza. And that, brings the multitude of feelings, many feelings. Like it's first, like it's, really sadness, but then you get to see Goku going Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan 3 yet. I got like goosebumps all over my hands when Goku did that for the first time, even though, like, as I told in the introduction, I'm sort of like late to watching the actual series. I knew that Super Saiyan is gonna happen at that point, but it's still like how it's done in the anime and what resolves into it, what Goku says, how he's feeling. Like it's the rage of emotions and the range of them. So after that, it's actually a while, because Android Saga is like sort of, yeah, there are some, but actually that has one of the episodes that brings good emotional feelings, and it's the one where Piccolo and Goku learn to drive. We'll probably do with Sakke like a podcast on the most funniest episodes in Z, GT, and Super, because there aren't actually that many. Like, there are funny moments, but actual episodes, I think that's one of the few. But to get back, like, the emotional moment is, Vegeta getting beamed by Cell when he finally turns to perfect form, which is, kind of ironic because Vegeta let him go then. And the next one is Gohan transforming into Super Saiyan 2, and that is obviously, all the build up, the theme that you can listen on YouTube. You don't need to watch the actual episode for it. Like the whole theme, and like what Android 16 says before he's smashed into pieces by Cell. It's like all that just, makes you like really sad, and then you see Gohan like power up and finally do what we've all been wishing out of Gohan, just, letting go. And man, I'm having goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like, that's probably Probably my favorite transformation from Z is Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 as a teen. And after that, it's like in Buu Saga, like there's so much death that it's hard to, feel any sort of emotions for the, like, for example, Balma getting absorbed and all. Like that feels like really shitty, but what to me was like really emotional in Buu Saga was that, just not an actual, episode, not an actual, a certain happening, but just made me so sad and disappointed that Gohan gave up on training and he's like so out of practice. Like I think that was why they created Dabura, like according to internet theories, like my friend told me. So I'm just telling what I've been told. This is not like my own thinking, but Dabura is like sort of as strong as Cell as in his perfect form, and like Gohan can't beat him. So that would mean that Gohan would have gotten weaker than he was as a teen, and while that doesn't make sense in a way, but in another way it does, because if he's really not been training, it means he's out of practice. I think that like sort of sums it up for Z, and if we count then the episodes, of course, like they're so emotional, the episodes with Trunks being, like adult Trunks being in his timeline, like those are like the episode future of the Trunks where there's future Gohan that, gets killed by the android. Like that's such a rush of emotions, like I can't even begin to tell you. Like that's why Trunks is probably my favorite character. Like no, I'm not doubting that he's my favorite character, but like the whole dismal future thing, like the androids, Cell, and then Goku Black, like all that, the Trunks has to go all through that, and even Balma has to go all through that, and still they're powering through it. And like DBZ does a great job awaking emotions in people, I think. Like even though the story is iffy at times, some things don't have enough of backstory, and some things have too much. Some episodes are too much filler. Some of those filler episodes are really funny, like Piccolo and Goku learning to drive. But then there are episodes and moments that just do more than make up for them. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It was really personal. I thank you for listening. All applicable links can be found down below in the description. Please leave a comment to share your thoughts, maybe your favorite episode where you cried or you felt goosebumps. Please share that. I really like that. I wish to read a lot of those. Please send an email to the address in the description if you have a podcast idea. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Maybe we already have. And until next time, see ya.